Stop right there.
This is Madison Square Garden in the main event. Let's get this party started! Coming to the ring, the challenger from Russia with love, Artur Wolverine Akavov!
Artur Akavov, 19-2, is ranked number 8 in the division. Russia and Southern California are his homes. He's fought lefties in 3 of his last 4, including a title fight versus Billy Joe Saunders. His first 13 fights were in Russia. He's also campaigned in Latvia, Estonia, and Scotland. Lives near the Estonia border. Down once, it was in 2012. Lost to Oleg Lasayev. Lasayev, Billy Joe Saunders among his losses. He's had 3 straight wins.
And now, the defending champion from Providence, Rhode Island. He is Demetrius Andrade!
Here comes Demetrius Andrade, 26-0. All right, so Andrade is 26-0 with 16 knockouts. In his last fight, we saw him beat Walter Katandakwa in Boston in October. Fights as a southpaw, but he is a natural right-hander. His family is from South Africa. He's been down twice, Vanis Martirosyan and Atlantean's Fox. This is a guy that only fought once in 2014, 15, 16, and 18. But I mentioned the Matchroom factor with Eddie Hearn. And big money, big activity, so now he's back. Second fight in 3 months, so that's big news for him. Third fight is a middleweight. His last 4 fights have at least entered the 12th round. An Olympian in 2008, no medal. On the same team with guys like Saddam Ali, Deontay Wilder, Gary Russell Jr., and Rasheed Ward.
Ladies and gentlemen, the respective national anthems for challenger and champion. First, the national anthem for Russia.
You're going up at the end. You're going up at the end. I'm tortured by
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem for the United States of America, to be performed by a very special guest, Miss Josette D'Ambrosi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, from the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, New York City, New York, USA, Mr. Eddie Hearn for Matchroom Boxing USA, in association with DeBella Entertainment, is proud to present the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing for the WBO Middleweight Championship of the World. Sponsored by JD Sports and streamed live on DAZN and broadcast exclusively to the United Kingdom on Sky Sports. Sanctioned by the New York State Athletic Commission and the World Boxing Organization. WBO President Francisco Paco Barcarcel, WBO Supervisor Edgardo Lopez Sasso. Your three judges scoring: Kevin Morgan, Alan Nace, and Anthony Paolillo. And inside the ring, in charge of the action at the bell, World Championship veteran referee Artur Akavov Jr. And now, the officials are ready, the fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from Madison Square Garden, New York, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner with his trainer Vladimir Vidov, wearing black with white, officially weighing in at 160 pounds. His professional record, 19 victories, including 8 wins by knockout, only 2 defeats, and he's ranked number 8 in the world by the WBO. From Pskov, Russia, the WBO International Middleweight Champion, the challenger, Artur Wolverine Akavov. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner with his trainer, Paul Andrade, wearing red with white and officially weighing in at 159.8 pounds. As a professional, a perfect record. 26 fights, 26 victories, including 16 big wins by knockout. He's a 3-time, 2-division champion from the Renaissance City, Providence, Rhode Island. The 2-time super welterweight champion, the reigning, defending, undefeated WBO middleweight champion of the world, Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade.
Chief second.
All right, so meet in the middle now, get final words, and then we'll be off. Waiting on the champion.
Good evening, Demetrius, Arthur. This is for the WBO Middleweight Championship fight. We went over the rules early in the dressing room. I expect you to obey these 3 rules. Let's have a nice, clean fight. Touch the gloves. Good luck to the both of you.
So here we are now for Andrade. Pro for a long time, finally has a title belt, and he gets it defended. He was a pro since 2008. So 10 years it took him to get his championship, and now he's got it to defend. So you think that when it takes you a little longer to get it, you certainly have that high sense of appreciation for it. A long time coming. Beat Walter Katandakwa in Boston to get it. Akavov said he had a short camp for this fight. Says he sees weaknesses but doesn't want to divulge them. It's hard to really keep that to yourself and have nobody figure out what you want to do. Sure, part of the exposing the weakness was not putting your chin out to get hit by 2 shots, as he was there. Sneaky right hook slash uppercut by Andrade. So the battle of lefties, the old terminology and the strategy against the lefty goes out the window. It's based on regular fighting style now for these lefties. He's had a sharp jab thus far, has Andrade. Double right hook. The second one was a little bit more effective. Now with the dueling styles here, not much different. Look at Akavov trying to look up and then down. See a opening that he can try to work in. Of course, Andrade is such a polished boxer. One of the more difficult guys to hit. So the end of a tepid first round is heated for Andrade.
Time!
Now, it's going to be a little timing move, right? You see how he's set like this? And he backs out and he wants to step over to the right to readjust. You got to time it, wait, let it go for you a few times. You're going to step and hit a big left hook. And you're going to catch him moving over to that side. All right? Huh? No, you're going to move to your left. See, he's coming over here and he's trying to readjust over here on you. When he makes that adjustment turn, you step to your left, hit a big left hook. Just watch the move. Don't have to do it right away. It's going to be there all night. Just watch for it, all right? You can hit him with the body left or the body left or the head left. As soon as he makes that little step.
It's good for Demetrius Andrade that the bell finally sounded. He got advice heaped upon advice from his corner. First they were saying to him, go to your left and look for that hook opening. Then it's, well, Anytime in the fight, it will be there all night. So you're the fighter thinking, well, should I be doing this now? Should I wait? Should I work for the opening? And unfortunately for him, the bell sounded, and here he is. Double jab from Andrade, and then a good hard left hand to the body. Good right hook. Double jab from Andrade gets blocked. The problem for his opponents is that he can wait all night long and just box. And even if you think it's dull and not much is happening, you will not goad him into taking chances. He's just got that patented style from the amateur days and the patience that goes with that. Andrade can operate and pop behind that jab all night. The jab gets there first on Akavov. Akavov looking for an opening, and he's short. And then Andrade catches him with a right hook. Follows up with a body shot. Again, Andrade on the outside trying to control things with his reach as we come to the end of round number 2.
Good round. All right, don't let him get brave in there, all right? All right. Good.
Nice work, fellas.
Just circle to your left, that's all. A little more. But you're gonna time him when he steps over. Okay? When he does anything, just pull. Yeah. You don't even have to, don't let him counter your jab. Jab and pull a couple of times. Right? I want you jab, pull, let him come forward. He's trying to counter your jab.
Nice work.
All right, champ.
We start round 3. Demetrius Andrade, Artur Akavov. Andrade's defense of his middleweight championship on the line. It's his first one. He's getting out there first with his jab, and Akavov trying to sneak in behind that. Akavov, the number 8 contender. So this is what they call an optional title defense in boxing. It encourages champions to stay active. They usually only get one mandatory opponent a year. So if you want to fight a second time or a third, you can fight someone else inside the top 15. And that's good news for Andrade because he wants to be active. Probably going to see him at the height of his activity over the last 5 years. After having one fight a year the last 4 years, You see him 3 or 4 times this year. Good body shot by Andrade. I'll tell you, Andrade and Philadelphia fighter Tevin Farmer have been the 2 most prominent boxers who have responded to this new opportunity from Matchroom and Eddie Hearn. All kinds of opportunities there, and they're thinking, hey, there's money there that I haven't been able to get before, and it's consistent. So they have both indicated that they wanted to be more busy than they have been in recent years. An example of how money funnels through the sport, how much it can help. Good jab here from Andrade. Double jab, good left hand by Andrade following that double jab.
Break. Step back when I say break.
Final seconds of round 3, and it was a good one for Andrade.
Time!
Лед надо уже? Лед, дай, Саня. Хороший раунд. Потихонечку, потихонечку, не торопись. Потихонечку его переталкивай. Артур, слышишь меня? Смотри, ты даешь ему атаковать, даешь ему думать. То есть чуть-чуть поактивнее поджимай, дергай его. Когда он теряется, ты должен всегда чуть побыстрее быть в напряге и в атаках. Короткими, быстрыми атаками. И всегда не отдавай центр, поджимай его. Больше.
Look back at some of the action from that last round as Akavov got in tight and passed the jab and scored with a good shot on the inside. Demetrius Andrade and Artur Akavov in round 4 of the scheduled 12-rounder for Andrade's WBO Middleweight Championship. I'm Dave Bontempo at Madison Square Garden. Glad you've joined us. And we saw something interesting at the beginning of this round as Akavov, perhaps happy about some of the things he had accomplished in the last round, got right out to the center of the ring and wanted to get right to it in the 4th. Pretty good left hand there by Andrade, and a looping shot gets in from Akavov.
2 times now, come on. Keep it clean.
Looping shot by Andrade misses, but he keeps Akavov pinned and then scores with a body shot. Good jab there from Andrade. Body shot misses from Andrade, then the follow-up shot does get in. Seeing some fatigue registering on the face of Akavov. As he has to match fleet-footed move for fleet-footed move with Andrade. jab here from Andrade. Had a chance there with the turn by Akavov, but did not jump in there.
Break!
Right hand shot as Andrade pulls it on a bit here at the end of the fourth.
Yeah, every time he wants to do it, he's going to get desperate. I want you pulling all the time. Okay? Don't let him on your inside because he's going to try to out-wrestle you and manhandle you. All right? He has no choice at this point. This is 5. Make him keep readjusting to you while you're working him.
Надо атаковать. Дал промахнуться, сразу контратака. Напряг, напряг. Действие нужно. Ты не делаешь. Ты даешь ему думать, даешь ему развивать. Напряги его, напряги. Сначала. Поактивнее.
Wait for the bell. Wait for the bell, champ. Nice go.
And we start round 5. Demetrius Andrade. Artur Akavov. Andrade getting off first in this, his first defense of the WBO Middleweight Championship. And you get a glimpse into what type of campaign Andrade would have to wage in getting some of the other big names at middleweight to fight him. He's not an easy guy to look good against. So it's hard to envision
Break! 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 Step back.
a Daniel Jacobs or a Golovkin or a Canelo really wanting to fight him. So he would have to instill a public clamor, either by winning fights so decisively and so often that he gets the reputation that, well, you can't touch him, you've got to fight this guy. Or he can knock some people out, and that's always good talking leverage when you want big fights. End of the jab, Andrade keeps Akavov. It's the kind of guy that can keep you in a trance. And then maybe rocket a shot in there out of nowhere. Double jab, left hand from Andrade. Final seconds of round 5, and Akavov, how do you get to this guy? All Andrade.
Time!
Nice work. Nice combination. Okay. He's going to get frustrated. He's going to come out heavy. with that looping punch to the body, it's making him just pull out, so it's a fine move. I don't really care if you hit him, you know? I don't care if you hit him with it, but it makes him reset and it keeps you safe. And that's what it's doing. Okay, kid? You're gonna come out aggressive. You just control him. Don't engage. Engage on your time. Okay? He has no choice. He's gonna come out wild. Don't go on the inside. He's gonna try to wrestle or hurt you. Okay? When you do that loop punch, it's good. Because every time you throw it, he backs out. He has to reset and he goes in your range.
As we start round 6, I love that phrase issued in the corner of Demetrius Andrade. Engage on your time. In other words, choose when you want to fight. Don't make the other guy dictate it. Another way of saying don't fight the other guy's fight. Andrade keeping Akavov at bay with the jab and then drilling him underneath. Following advice from the corner about staying outside and not getting into a place on the inside where Akavov can try and tee off. They said he will lunge at you if you stay outside, and that's exactly what happened there. And then what happens if you're Akavov and you lunge at Andrade, you just leave yourself open. When you look at Andrade's body conformation, you would sense that he would have more knockouts.
Step back, my safe break.
He boxes, though, and decides to try and pile up points. And then if he's going to get you out, it will usually be via the attrition route. Nice look there by Andrade. Because Akavov had to respect the jab, he showed it to him and then quickly nailed him with a hook underneath. Have probably been his most masterful.
Step back, step back.
As he has kept Akavov on the end of his jab and totally controlled him.
Stop holding, hold, break. Step back. Time.
Well, how does Andrade's mom, Sharon Parker, like what she sees? That's a poker face. Now we see a little smile. Looks like she wants to give some advice to the corner to give to him. Sharon, he's out in front. Always tough to watch family members.
Don't have your foot in the middle when you want to fight that left. All right, you understand that, right? You see it, okay? So if your foot's here, you can't shoot that left.
Mother
your foot
and son.
is here, then you got that complete angle.
She looks more nervous than he does.
All right, good job. Stay safe. He's gonna get more wild.
Championship round now, boys. Ready for the belt.
As we start the 7th round, interesting when you saw that split screen shot of Demetrius Andrade and his mom. You might get the idea that she thought he was losing the fight. but he is doing very well. Dave Bontempo with you from Madison Square Garden. Main event. Demetrius Andrade defending his WBO middleweight title. Doing it very well against Artur Akavov. These body shots from Andrade are punitive. Just like that one. And now he's looking for it, sensing it, looking for it. He can just show the jab and then lean in. He has slowed Akavov down enough. He can land a hard body shot. Jab here from Andrade. He is showing you some of the sharpness of having returned to action so quickly. He fought in October, then gets back into the ring, more or less stays in shape. And we see enhanced reflexes in this fight. See a better sense of timing from him.
Right.
Back to the head now.
Akavov just cannot reach him. And what you're seeing here is what makes him a frustrating opponent in that he won't gamble. Staying within himself. Now the jab, the second part of the attack is go to the body if the jab is working well. But if that second part isn't there, he'll jab you all night.
You keep turning. You're turning.
Another excellent round for Andrade.
Time. Your turn.
Time up there. Don't get desperate. Just relax. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, how you feeling? Okay? Keep at the end of your punches and that's it. All right? Keep working that side a little more. Keep working. When he starts favoring it, I want you to get to that other rib now. Okay? He thinks you're going there. Let's go to that right hook over there. Let's get that body work over there. Basil, next one, more water. I got it. Oh, is there another water? Open it, crack it open, crack it open. There you go. Drink a little bit.
Come on, fellas, let's go.
Start round 8.
Come on. You gotta help me
Demetrius
in that corner.
Andrade looking very good. 7 rounds against Artur Akavov. This is a guy staying within. This is what makes him exceptional. Andrade keeping a good pace, cutting off the ring. He'll show you jab, jab, jab all night, and then suddenly do that. Now, the chance of some fighters being so successful boxing that they would then load up into slugging and give you a chance to counter is often realistic, yet not in this fight, because Andrade very patient. And Akavov is frustrated. Bearing in mind this is the champion against the number 8 contender, and that Andrade came in as a prohibitive favorite, so he is living up to that. Not letting Akavov believe he's going to get into this fight. Jab here from Andrade. Good body shot. Now the shaking of the head from Akavov. You can sense the frustration. You train hard, you get ready, and you can't get near this guy. Jab here from Andrade. Now some head feints. Right hook by Andrade. So round 8, like many of the others.
Time! You're not gonna go to the body, you're gonna raise it right to the head. Set it off, okay? Because every time he turns around,
Championship rounds here, my man.
okay, he thinks you're going to that body, he's protecting it. Little pump fake with the right.
Championship rounds here, my boy.
Что? Поставил, дал. 9 это рановато. Для себя.
All right.
Thank you. Where's the belt, champ? Chisel chest.
And we head along with Demetrius Andrade.
No holding. Break.
Exactly what
break.
he wants.
Step back on a break. Step back on a break. Step back.
Against
Step back. Full step. All right, champ.
Artur Akavov, the number 8 contender for Andrade's newly minted WBO Middleweight Championship. Left hand here from Andrade. Not much Akavov has been able to do against Andrade, who showed himself to be on a different level. Akavov is game, but every time he wants to make a move, Andrade is there already. Hitting him with 3 shots, doubling up with those jabs. How about this for Akavov? Finally, a little burst. Well, when Andrade has been doing so much well, got near him and stopped, well, Akavov gained some life. Now Andrade moving for the time being in a bit of a defensive posture. Pretty good right hook there from Andrade. Akavov now emptying everything. So in a round in which Demetrius Andrade looked like he was just doing everything per script of previous rounds, Akavov reminds him, we're not done yet. As round 9 fades.
Time.
How you feel? Okay. Why you let that happen? You felt like taking punches or something for some reason? Huh?
So they're asking Andrade, why did you let this happen? Momentary lapse, and Akavov has his best moment of the fight. Andrade's right in front of him and he stops. So many times we've been seeing him throwing punches in this situation, but he got in front of Akavov and stopped. And no matter what level fighter you are facing, if you do that, you'll pay. We head into 10. Of course, the other side of that for Demetrius Andrade, how do you fight a perfect fight? How do you never get hit? Impossible. Now, after some heads have come together and blood coming out of the right eye of Akavov. Couldn't see initially whether that was a headbutt or a hard shot from Andrade. But in either case, Akavov has another dilemma because he's wiping it, starting to have trouble seeing out of that eye. Referee Artur Mercanti giving it a very close look. And that's the type of injury with a good jab artist like Andrade that can get ugly quickly. Bear that in mind as he tries to go to work on that eye. And it shields the big left hand that comes behind. So you've got to suspect here that Akavov is on a short leash. If he makes it through to this round, his corner will have to close that cut, or he's going to be unable to see the best shots that Andrade will levy on him on account of that obstructed vision. Double jab, good left hand by Andrade. Point being illustrated. That left hand was fired right at the eye. Akavov is tired, bleeding, and he has an energized Andrade boring in on him. Blood now flying around us at ringside. This will be a moment of truth in the corner of Akavov. He's way behind anyway. Will someone decide he shouldn't take a further beating for the sake of taking a beating? But his corner has a big test.
Time. Right. I got to accidental headbutt. Okay? It was accidental, I know that. All right?
Watch the heads come,
I got an accidental headbutt.
looking for positioning.
Doc, once he's done, I'll call time. You want to look at him? Okay. Got the right man in the corner here.
Watch the break, and there it is. It happened somewhere in the middle of that. Maybe when Akavov looked for positioning with his head. Now the interesting story here, and we'll get into it after we start the next round.
Wait for the bell.
So we start round 11. Demetrius Andrade well in front of Artur Akavov. Now that headbutt sustained by Akavov does threaten to stop this fight. If they had ruled a headbutt and you go to the scorecards, it's moot because Andrade is winning anyway. But what if Akavov had been winning and those heads came together? Then he would have an interest in getting it stopped. But here, it's just complicating an already difficult situation for him. It is difficult to fight a battle in near total retreat, but that has been the problem for Akavov. It's been a sharp Andrade, good use of his hand speed, getting on top of his opponent quickly.
Break! Break!
Andrade was looking to unload that left hand behind a double jab. And throughout this whole night, we've really only seen the one lapse where he stopped and got hit with a few shots. Otherwise, from a boxing standpoint, it's been nearly flawless. Cut gets worse around the eye. Akavov made it through the 11th. Just one more to go.
Time! Show me something. It's the last round.
Stay nice and composed.
I know.
Right, relax. Last round. Okay, last round. He's gonna get desperate. Just pull back a little bit, see what he's gonna do, okay? He's just in survival mode. Okay?
When you get him at the distance on the corner,
If you do get him to the ropes, double body shot. Boom, boom. Okay? If it's not there, don't worry about it.
It's always another day. Don't call it a night, right? You feel good? I'm gonna watch you now. Let's go.
All right, final round. They'll tap it up. Andrade and Akavov. Dave Bontempo with you from Madison Square Garden, where Demetrius Andrade has has had a methodical defense of his championship. See, the name of the game is hit and don't get hit. And he has tried to exemplify that. You see from that shot there, the blood on the ring. Right in front of you. We've also got it in front of us. After that headbutt a couple rounds back. Hence the phrase, never wear white to the fights. Get it on your shirt. Double jab here, left hook. Double jab here for Andrade. Akavov has taken a pounding in the last 3 rounds with that vulnerable eye. But too proud to quit. And he has a chance of getting through. At least losing only a decision. And you can sense that they are playing out the string here. This is what Andrade looked like in the amateurs in terms of boxing ability. And Artur Akavov has seen enough. He'll stop it late. Akavov giving him a hard time. Yeah, he just wanted to make it to the final bell. Artur Akavov looking out for the fighter. The scenario I talked about in the last couple rounds, this could have happened at any time. That cut. Either the corner's going to do it, referee's going to do it. It will bother him that it will happen with just 27 seconds left in the fight.
TKO. TKO.
But it was one of these things that were up for discussion in the mix about a couple rounds ago. And maybe the fighter is upset about it being stopped, but can't let those feelings and the impact affect the decision. It's within the latitude of the referee's prerogative that he can just say, I don't like the look of the cut. You're done. Plus, he was just trying to make it to the end. That said, Akavov gave it all. He really just wanted to make it to the next 27 seconds. He's been hit harder than this. Right hand, here's Mercanti looking. That's a pretty good right hook there. Now there were 2 good, loaded up right hands from Andrade. I think that took a little bit of courage for Mercanti to stop a fight he did not have to. The guy's cut, and you see 2 nicely loaded up shots. It's in that gray area of a referee's discretion. Had the fight been close, Artur Mercanti's decision would have had a bigger impact, but not this one. So we're going to get the final numbers. Like I said, it ended with 27 seconds left in the fight. There it is.
Referee Artur Akavov steps in and calls a halt to this contest. The official time, 2 minutes, 36 seconds of 12 rounds, the final round. The winner by TKO victory and still the undefeated WBO middleweight champion of the world, Demetrius Boo-Boo Andrade.
So they'll officially call it 236 of the 12th. Impressive boxing style by Andrade. Like I said, this is why guys like Jacobs and Golovkin, Canelo, not beating down his door to fight him. Not easy to look good against. Sometimes he could be boring, but tonight he was mechanical.